Hello and welcome. My name is Elizabeth, and I am so happy that you are here with me today to learn the truth about how to get any MP job without feeling desperate in 3 easy steps. Even if you have just graduated and are brand new to the job market, you have been looking for a job for such a long time, and you are transitioning into a different specialty or clinical setting, this training is for you. This training is for NPs, CNMs, CRNAs, CNEs, and RNs. You have who have great clinical experiences, you pass boards, you hear how weird and awful the job hunting experience is. The job market is vast and is taking a mental toll on you. Do you smile? Are you serious? Do you take the pay? Do you negotiate the pay? All of these burning questions. This training is also for you clinicians who know what you're doing. You have the experience, you have the skills to back yourself up, yet you hate your job. It's the absolute worst. You may like your colleagues, yet you feel overwhelmed and burnt out and not tapped into anything anymore. You've been questioning why you're even in this profession. Lastly, this training is for you, the you that's been looking for a job forever. No luck. You're so tired of reading from a script, answering emails, talking to recruiters just to be rejected or more likely ghosted. You don't even care if who you are and what this is anymore. You even thought about staying at your previous RN job or going to another field completely. This training is not for some people, specifically if you want any NP job. You don't care about the specifics, how it makes you feel, or what they're even paying you. This is just not for you. This is for people who have dreams that include their passion for nurturing others. This is also not for you if you don't like change or trying something different from what you're used to. And further, you do not like to receive feedback or support. It's okay to be this person. I was this person for a long time. It just takes time to change. This simply is not for you right now. If you have decided that this is your training, this is what I promise you in this time with me. I will deliver as much as value as possible with you. I will share our real life examples of how this method you will be learning today can help you. And I will offer an action-packed steps that get you to the next phase of job hunting dreams. Today, in this training, you will learn the top 3 mistakes that are keeping you stuck in the job market rat race. You will also learn why you are not seeing the results that you want and what to do instead. That will get you your dream results. I will be sharing with you the specific and very easy step-by-step hack on how to sign your dream NP job without being desperate. This is not just some free training, but a point in your life where you can go or stay. This point is immeasurable and may never happen again. Decide to live out your dream, not just your purpose. Decide to make the step forward for you and only you. Decide to be selfish, decide to be a receiver, and decide to be still and be present for yourself. As a thank you for watching this training, you will receive a bonus at the end, so stay tuned for that. I want to share with you where exactly I am right now. I have a robust relationship with myself that is grounded in emotional regulation and full of intuitive steps that I use with discernment. This swiftly moves into how I think about showing up to confidently share my wants. No complaining, no self-sabotaging, no anger or push boundaries. I am self-identified to say and behave in my own self-interest. No overgiving over here. I get to focus on my health, my wellness, and make short and long-term goals and choices that are not just safe for me, but also investments for my future, all while signing my dream job. But it wasn't always like this. For 10 months, I was applying to so many midwifery positions that I was deeply questioning and making decisions without midwifery in my future. I was very upset with how the multiple job interview process was not going anywhere fast. I was ghosted and rejected after interviews. I had continuous doubt in myself and my skills. I was dancing with desperation every night while my friends moved on to their jobs. It was so hard to get out of bed, and some days, if I wasn't going to work, I wouldn't even leave my house. My parents would ask me how the weather was, and I would reply, I don't know, because I hadn't left my room in 4 days. Every 2 to 3 weeks, I had to brighten my attitude, go back into the rat race of job hunting. I was applying to jobs like a full time job, over 10 plus applications a day, 3 plus recruiter phone calls every 2 days, and 2 interviews a week. If available was a person, I was her. I was talking on the phone all the way till 9 p.m. and as early as 6 a.m. in the morning. I asked after interviews and rejections, why or why not? What was the problem? What could I do differently? All the cordial and smart things for success and proper candidacy. I was asking mentors, professors, colleagues for references, and if they knew of any positions or if they knew of a certain director or a certain practitioner or a certain physician at that location. I even became that friend that was pitied on at numerous events and celebrations as why I couldn't find a job yet. That pity swiftly turned into stale and not was not offered anymore. I became a hermit and I did not have a life at all. Then, on 4th of July weekend, I had three eye openers that solidified everything and more. The first one was a job that had been 7 months deep. Yes, 7 months deep in the process. And I had a poor final interview with the department head that lasted exactly 11 minutes. All to be told, we'll get back to you when we wrap up other interviews. Two, I then received a text message from an unknown number telling me that they found out I was another interview candidate and that they were offered the job a couple hours before I attended my second in-person interview with that organization. This person also had never even went to that organization for an on-site interview. Every single one of their interviews were virtual, and they only had one. The third and final straw was after waiting all week to hear back from a particular job that I had interviewed already twice for, all for the office manager to tell me in a 45-second phone call, we're still looking and you should too. To say I was over it would be an understatement. I was hollow. I was not the same girl, and I hated what I was. This was my actual rock bottom. I then had two things in that moment. One, I decided that this experience would be my absolute lowest. This is my floor, and I was never going to touch the floor again. Two, I took massive amount of inventory of what was working and what wasn't when it came to the job hunt. Now, I get to work in an environment that are both respectful and nurturing. People who are competent and collaborative, people who value the opinions of their colleagues for the actual benefit of their patients and clients. Not just say so, where I feel both challenged and stabilized. I am not just floating away on my own, hoping to ask someone for help. My colleagues actually help me. They actually support me. They actually nurture me. They actually correct, offer, and excel. Now I'm confident about my decision making skills, my ability to discern and make healthy choices for myself, that are not counterproductive, but are investments into my present and future. No more pity parties, no more self deprecating speech, no more unnecessary doubt that causes so much mental confusion and emotional distrust of yourself. I back me 1000% every single time. And why can I do that? Say that? Be that? Because I have locked the proven system to never being desperate again for absolutely anything. This is why I'm very passionate and moved to help nurse practitioners of all specialties, certified nurse midwives, certified registered nurse anesthetists, certified nurse educators, and registered nurses in all fields to stop losing at the job market and confidently win in receiving their dream interviews, dream site visits, and having a dream hiring process without pain, struggle, or hassle. Why, you may ask? Because I was there too. My life then was overwhelmed and tiring of the job market and the continuous recruiter to interview to silence pipeline that was leading absolutely nowhere. Completely worried about my family and friends' approval of keeping my dream alive, feeling like I was the only one in it or the only one to understand this level of dysfunction and missed opportunities. And most powerfully, fear of taking the wrong job, a job I know and everyone else knew I had no business taking. But I had a job, right? That fear was crippling and full of myths and lies. Until I learned and applied this simple 3 step hack, this formula revolutionized the way I showed up and how others showed up for me in the job market process. I'll be sharing that formula with you today. This is what changed the tides for me in my favor forever. I never did anything the same once I cracked this ultimate hack. My life fully transformed, fully re-engineered itself. My life now is fully of full of emotional, mental, and physical safety and security. I'm open to receiving the new day's wonderful offerings curated for me. I'm able to welcome challenges with a reliable method, a system that works day or night for me like clockwork. How? Because I am optimistic in the world. I have faith in myself and what the world is to offer me. I have expanded my worldview and my expectations of normal. Nothing is luck around here. I want to now talk to you about 3 mistakes, specifically that are keeping you stuck in this continuous mental and emotional pendulum of desperation to despair when it comes to looking for your dream job. These 3 mistakes are ones that I've made countless times. The first mistake is always being available, always showing up, always being there on the ready. This means that you appear desperate, not self assured. You lack boundaries for yourself, even in the job market, which directly shows that you will lack boundaries at the job. You have a sink or swim mentality that is easily palpable when you speak and show up. You come off too hot, too much, unsure of the rules of engagement. You probably didn't even know there were rules to begin with, which swiftly taps into the whispered truth that you may be in too deep. You're truly new to this and not true to this. You may appear overwhelmed and out of your wits with the entire process. If you continue this mistake, you will lose the strong sense of professional value for your passion. The work you do as a nurse practitioner, an educator, a midwife, a CRNA, this directly correlates with what your drive to nurture and care for people. Yet now the lines are blurred because of your excess availability. You also deeply reduce your negotiation leverage for your time and experience. Even if you're a new grad, you will continue to be lowballed and receive contracts that seem random and out of the blue with no purpose to them. And most importantly, you're missing out on the life of your choosing, the one where your job is simply your job. You have a fulfilled life with yourself, your friends, your family, your coworkers. You spend so much time in the job market literally wasting away. When you stop making this mistake, you'll begin to have an objective lens in which you understand the job process and the market. You understand the process, the expectations, the rules of engagement and disengagement. You know when and how to move forward with purpose. You intrinsically will add value to yourself. You also become more strategic decision maker, not an emotional, hustled and haggard one. You have discipline and self-control to be precise in how you present yourself. You will naturally build confidence, which did take an internal hit by repeating this mistake countless times. But you will then know your self value and make it non negotiable. Very much, you said what you said type of energy, and you stand by it. For me, this is how I created space for myself to work on curating my presentation every single time. Showing up too often ruined me. When I shared this with my friends, their whole job hunting experience turned so positively. They felt like they had confidence, time, leverage to be seen as valuable for not just a corporation or the practice, but also for themselves. This is confidence fully reloaded. Let's talk about the second mistake: wrong questions. What does that even mean? Asking the wrong questions means that you look unprepared when you most likely aren't. You don't have anything to offer to the conversation, which makes you seem out of your depth. This leaves a sour taste in the mouths of recruiters and interviewers because you seem too focused on the job and not on building the community. You may know how to answer all the clinical questions, but the personal questions just don't make the mark. This shouts inflexibility in the job hunting process. You seem too stiff, too one dimensional, and too not real. You may be too perfect of a candidate on paper and in real life. For me, this meant asking questions that were too clinical and too cut and dry way too early. This mistake can occur in the first 5 minutes of a 1 hour interview or even a day full of interviewing. Trust me, I've done this before. You just sit there, clueless, in the zone, not knowing that the interviewers have totally checked out and off of you. You're just speaking to the ether. Your adaptability as an employee will be in question. Do you have the range? Do you have the hard or soft skills? Do you have the confidence or the foresight to be a sound provider and clinician? You won't be seen as having the edge to really cut through the competition. This also makes you seem uncommitted to the mission, not a long-term hopeful. Your dedication, which is very strong to your dream and your passion of being a provider and clinician, is just not actualized. You aren't speaking their language, so they just don't even speak to you. When you stop making this particular mistake, employers, recruiters, directors, future colleagues become interested and actually invested in you truly as both a well-rounded provider and clinician, but also as an active member of society, a family, a person with hobbies, someone not reliant on their job to make their whole lives. You begin to receive responses that are unique to you. Employers go off script in a good way to really get to know you and share about themselves as well. This is an interview becoming a conversation. This is networking. You are in your element, all because you started being authentic and showing both vulnerability and truth. No more cosplaying or fake it till you make it. This builds up your self esteem and makes you dream big, like really big, because you are yourself and people respond to authenticity. For myself, I became a better interviewer with real time abilities to change the tide. For my friends, this was about them putting their best foot forward, honestly and purposefully to show up for themselves. Self doubt, self sabotage, self esteem issues all become null and void. The third mistake is probably the biggest one. It happens way too often in the nursing world and is heavily promoted as a normal. This is what everyone does, and that is settling for a job. Settling is the stressed word in this mistake, and of course means taking any job you didn't want. But this statement only hits at a surface level. The deeper level is that you're taking a job that does not fit you on so many levels that are currently just hidden right now. Trusting your gut is truly the key to this. Yet when you trust what is given out to you and just say, well, okay, you're making yourself unrecognizable. That job takes everything from you, and you didn't even know it was being stolen. Your confidence, your spirit, your energy, your passion to nurture. These things are very intangible, yet they are worth so much to not just others, but to yourself. This is what you bring to a job that doesn't even help you replenish it, leading to unhappiness about this new area, this new chapter, this new stage of your life. We all know people who hate their job, but how many of them are truthful enough to say they hated it from the very beginning? Not many. This adds to the unnecessary shame to one's life. For what? You feel helpless and you begin to think that this is all there is for you. This has greater impacts that affect your well being, your spiritual, your emotional, your mental, your physical health, all at stake. You become cold and detached from the world, not just your job. You will begin to notice everything from this depressive haze of no positive feelings or thoughts. You will feel stuck and dig a deeper mental hole of, I can never get out of this, or it's impossible for me to leave at this point. This job becomes a source of both stability and pain. You will begin the never ending cycle of confusion, doubt, worry, and burnout, leading to so much more uncertainty on where to go, how to go, when to go, and what to do. It will trickle down into not just your job, but also your passion to help people. This will leave lasting impacts that you will feel for a very long time. You've already read the countless articles about nurse burnout. Look at these articles about nurse and NP burnout. You've seen them, you probably heard of them, you probably already participated in them in these studies or symptom checks or questionnaires. All of nursing school, you were told that burnout is your future, this is your normal, suck it up now, and never think about it again. And oh, yeah, you probably won't even stay in this profession anyways. How are nurses always ranked the most nurturing and important profession for over 20 plus years? Yet we are all taught to expect that burnout is our future. Look at the article specifically titled Burnout or Exploitation. Resiliency is not the solution. Even on Reddit, as on any hospital floor, private practice, office, research clinic, school, nurses and NPs, CRNAs, CNMs, CNEs are tired and hate their job, but are too over it to say it. So they just say they hate their profession. They say things like, nursing's just not for me right now. I'll just leave. You've heard it. You have probably said it to a friend or two. You think about it often. You have stories that literally take you back to that exact moment when you knew that maybe nursing is just not for you anymore. You are thinking about it right now. When I was in midwifery school, many midwives told me the burnout rate will come between 3 to 7 years. I was floored. Floored. Yet this was normal. We talked about it so often. By the time graduation hit, we were trying to figure out how not to be midwives for too long. The just take any job crew were loud and proud. By the third month of them taking their new any job, they were already asking in the group chat if we knew of any new CNM positions available. This is not a worthiness issue. This is a mistake of not taking your worth into account. What happens when you stop making this mistake and telling this future burnout story that you'll just settle for any job and just keep it pushing? When you stop, Alt, Shift, Delete this story, you are no longer frustrated and resentful. That deep well of pain and hurt and sadness, the overthinking that this field is just not for me any longer becomes a story that you don't tell anymore. You don't feel like you are sacrificing your well-being. You aren't giving up anything to have peace, respect, hope. Those things are not up for grabs, but tenets of your being. You are no longer sacrificing yourself. And when you aren't sacrificing yourself, you're no longer tolerating bad behavior. You no longer have negative interactions. You have both standards and boundaries. You have created space to breathe and be yourself and help the people you want to truly help. Why is hope so important? Hope is the tiniest spark needed to make magnanimous change. If you do not have hope, you have no dreams. Settling to just do XYZ, being fine with the bare minimum, all those things kill your hope. You no longer dream of anything, especially not better for yourself, your family, your legacy, your life. For myself, settling was always knocking, asking if I wanted to come out and engage with it. For my friend, here she settled. She said yes to something and made all the mistakes I've shared with you. She hated her job after 5 shifts. We talked, we collaborated, we set out a new way forward, and now she's dream making. At this point, and I'm so happy that you're at this point with me, you may be asking yourself, what do I do instead? Instead, you need to use the 3-step hack. This is the 3-step framework to getting your dream MP job without suffering, worrying, or feeling desperate. This is a high-level overview of the exact steps to sign your dream job. The 3-step hack is 1, feel great. 2, think great. 3, look great. You can remember these 3 steps as 3 great steps. Let me break this down for you right now. Step 1 of the 3-step hack is feeling great. feeling your best, feeling your most optimal, feeling to feel. Let me share with you what this means in this training. It means having confidence in your skills, having a truthful understanding of what you do and don't do as an NP, as an RN, as a CNM, as a CRNA, as a CNE. This equates to having confidence in your value, your specific value added to the team, the company, the brand, the patients and clients you see every other day. You have value, and you must feel great about that. It is maintaining your mindset. What is the mindset to feel great? Your mindset is a part of your top 5 priorities every single day. You are in your high maintenance mode. You have a vision for yourself. No more second guessing, worrying, feeling frustrated on where you're going. What path lay before you? You feel good because you know exactly where you're going and how this dream job plays into that vision. What makes this step so important to the job hack? You cut out all the BS. You know exactly what you want to the T, dotted I, period at the end. No cluelessness, no subjecting yourself to random interviews and conversations with people you don't want to even talk to. You know what you feel. You know how you feel. You are able to catch emotions, thoughts, worries quickly and self-regulate proficiently. You know what it takes to change. You know when XYZ is not showing up, you must alter and tweak ABC. You know exactly what to change to yield the dream results you want. I'm going to share with you why most people will not do this. One, it requires accountability with yourself and your past actions. Right or wrong, that's not the issue. Remember, change is the number one concern. People also think this will automatically is too hard, too much. They rather stick it out in the job market with their fingers crossed behind their backs. And they also think it won't yield results. They're still hoping for a quick fix that does not require change. We found success in applying the skills needed to feel great into one's life. Read what this FNP had to say. I know you're fully capable of also living out your dream. Feeling great is the first essential step. The second step to the 3-step hack is thinking great. What does that mean? Thinking great means having a positive attitude that is always truthful and honest. You acknowledge what you're feeling, remembering step 1, and choosing to change your attitude. You believe in your thoughts and your words and your unique value, always starting at step 1, feeling great, and pulling into your thoughts. You are persistent and resilient, not in a struggle job that you hate, but in a dream, your vision, your value. This is important because it allows you to shift your focus from nots to what is. There are opportunities that are mentally being blocked because we don't think greatly or highly of ourselves. You also have the skill set to apply to not only the job hunt, but to signing your dreams permanently. Signing your dream job is not the only dream that you'll be signing. You understand what perfection really means and how you can be the perfect candidate provider for your patients. Believing in perfection has very little to do with what you do, but instead of how you think. What happens instantly when you start applying this to your job hunt? 1, you will behave differently. You'll show up for yourself, more authentic, more stabilized. You feel empowered with your choices and making decisions that are great, safe, and important for you. You also feel hopeful about what life has in store for you. No more unnecessary frustration or sadness towards the job market. You truly are hope filled. Reasons why people will not do this step is really their relationship with past experiences and disappointments. They are too hurt, very painfully hurt, to even know that this hack is available for them. They also find comfort in the familiar. They're very used to their status quo, even if it's not working for them or all too well. They rather stay where they are than take the leap, take the shortcut, take the road of dreams. For us, we applied the method of thinking great, fast, and opportunities were flooding in. Possibilities that were not known became crystal clear. You can read here how we found success. Are you ready to show up for yourself? Thinking great is an important step to actualizing this vision. The third and final step to this powerful hack is looking great. Looking great means presenting yourself in the best way possible. This is way more than dolling up, wearing nice slacks, and wearing a fluffy blouse. This is curating a vision of who you are with precision and care. You also engage and disengage accordingly. Remember those rules of engagement that many people don't know about? Looking great is the ultimate solution to never making those mistakes again. You are over prepared for anything that comes your way, not just questions, but with the offer letter, the sudden phone calls, the impromptu conversations with higher management or leadership. You have mastered how to turn it on and how to turn it off with ease. Why is this important to look great? You make a healthy and strong impression on all those around you. They can see you not just in the interviews, but they can also see you working next to them in the clinic, in the operation room, in administration. Your impression has opened doors of limitless possibilities for not just you, but also for them. You looking great helps showcase in a very appropriate way your skill set, what you actually do, or as a provider and a clinician. Lastly, it also improves your job hunting experience. People speak to you differently and step up their game presented when presenting their company or practice to you. When you start doing this, you begin to have better interviews. The ones where they actually talk to you and want to get to know you and share about themselves and what they can do for you. Yeah, those types of interviews, you receive more excitement and interest about you, of you as a candidate. You enter and exit with zero doubt. You did your part. Most people will not complete this step or overlook it completely because they lack the time to spend curating their look, and that leads to so much procrastination. They think it's an easy step, so they put little thought into it, but then it makes them very flustered and anxious when the time comes. But this is a deeply rooted in not knowing exactly what employers want from you. And most of all, not knowing what you want to show. We found success in applying the Look Great system, and we're able to make healthy impressions months after. Read from the CRNA and ask yourself, do you want to make that great of an impression? I know I did, and I know I still want to. So let's review what we learned so far. One, you have learned the top 3 mistakes MPs, CNMs, CRNAs, CNEs, and RNs make in the job market. 2, you've also learned what the 3-step hack can do for you and change your job outcomes. 3, you've also deeply been ingrained with knowing why desperation and settling are instant recipes for a life of pain and hurt, which is absolutely unnecessary. You are specifically here today because You want to sign your dream job without giving up your standards. You also want a simple and easy solution, a true hack to the MP job market. You have felt frustration, worry, despair, anger, and numb to the entire process. You know those feelings are not normal, and you are so ready to make the ultimate change. Today is your day of change, the ultimate change. Your dreams are ready to become a reality right now. What I have presented to you is not an idea or a theory. It is the ultimate hack for you to design with the specific concerns and doubts in mind. We didn't have any special skills or advantages to reach our desired dream success. We had a system that works. It is not just for us, but it's also for you. That's why you have two options to choose from. Option one, continue the dreadful job market rat race of what was, the one full of mindless recruiter phone calls, pointless interviews that you had to communicate over and over again, constant smiling, nodding to things that don't even make sense to you, all to receive offers that are lowball or outright disrespectful, or in my case, ghostings. Or option two, the fast track to your dream result with a 3-step hack. I'm so honored and pleased to introduce to you the 3-week MP Job Hack, Sign Your Dream Job program. This is a step-by-step program made for MPs, CNMs, CRNAs, CNEs, and RNs at the core, at the center, to elevate, to support, and encourage you to sign the dream job fast. I want to share with you what's inside. You will instantly receive the TIAA Emotional Intelligence Formulation Bundle, which is a clear integrative system to unlock your alignment and empowerment decisions for lasting harmony. You will also receive the Regen Master Series, which is the elevating course filled with techniques to empower your mind indefinitely, as well as the Shine Blueprint Bundle, which is the ultimate collection of tools and practices to unlock your true potential. As bonuses, you'll receive a Career Chronicles, which is the vibrant community of fellow dream makers to support, guide, and celebrate every win. You also receive the Dreamy Job Ready, a complete guide to stepping into your dream with ease. Lastly, as bonus, you will receive the Radiant Self, which is the ruthless, very, very savage set of tools to carve out the space for you to shine. For free, included with the 3PMP Job Hack program, you'll receive the Luxe Wardrobe Detox to support and curate and elevate your look with the deliciously proven system, as well as for free, the Elite Movement Protocol, a deep transformation for forever results. The total value of the entire 3-week MP Job Hack program is $10,000. With the 3-week MP Job Hack, you will end the desperation, leaving you with more motivation for your job search, with the skill and techniques to be consistent, greater and improved focus on your goals and dreams. After the 3-week MP Job Hack, you'll have an enhanced self-image, leaving with an improved self-value of what you yourself not only clinically bring, but also professionally bring, emotionally, and in a community within an organization. You'll be a more effective communicator of your values, further making yourself a stronger candidate, a more well-rounded and holistic option. You aren't the safe option, but the great option. With the 3-week MP Job Hack, your skill set becomes invaluable. You believe in what you offer, leading to more trust in the presentation within the hiring process, more interviews that actually you want and you want to engage with, leading to more aligned job offers that make you feel and think and look great. This is normal. This is routine. This job hack can actually lead to impactful change. What opportunities have you left at the table or are currently leaving without this hack? Remember, the 3-step job hack. Step 1 of feel great is how you become crystal clear, change your emotions, and maintain your vision. Step 2 of think great is how you change your mind, maintain your growth, and achieve balance, not just for work life balance, but for harmony within yourself. The last and final step is just how important look great is, which is how you present yourself confidently, knowing when to walk away, and be the absolute candidate of your dream. I want to remind you this program is for all nurse practitioners, certified nurse midwives, CRNAs, CNEs, and registered nurses who are brand new to the job market and don't want to live in a future of doubt and worry. Also, clinicians and providers who are experienced and knowledgeable in their field and want to change into a new setting, a new field, something different for themselves, and they don't want to be at their job anymore. They want their dream. And this is solely made for the providers and clinicians who are completely burnt out and frustrated with the entire job market. They're ready for radical change. The 3-week NP job hack is for you. This program is not for people who want any job and are ready to settle and want to continue doing it their way. If this is you, this program is not for you. The number one reason why nurses struggle in the NP job market is that we are desperate and undervaluing of ourselves, truly waiting for others to determine our worth for us. However, that desperation is no longer a norm or an expectation, but a choice. We in the 3-week NP job hack are here to completely end that desperation within you through encouragement and endless support the entire way. Trust me, I've done this before many times. With the 3-week NP job hack, it offers you a step-by-step game plan and grace plan to achieve your dream state. Read this testimonial of how the 3-step hack has truly altered one's expectation. Self-enhancement is easy and quick with dedication and choice. With the 3-week NP job hack program, you will be able to rid yourself of the repetitive and downtrodden self-doubt worries that you are way too ashamed to say out loud to others. You no longer feel stuck or trapped in the endless, mindless game of settling or suffering. You will no longer feel desperate and unraveled at the seams when you experience rejection or outright ghosting. Your problem, the problem, is solved with the 3-week NP job hack program. I root through 10 months of despair, frustration, anger, numbness, constant irritation, and already accepted defeat before every recruiter phone call because I didn't have this hack. I created a completely comprehensive program for myself from all the wins, losses, ghostings I experienced in 10 months. I was able to sign my dream job and was able to win like never before. I believe that you deserve to be your most radiant, honest, skilled self every time you go and leave your job. Every time you spend time with your partner and your children, that you have joy of life radiating from your literal pores when you're with your friends and family. The number one reason why people don't get started is the fear of rejection and staying comfortable with what is. Most people talk about wanting change. Very few, very few really see it through. Is the change hard? Read this testimonial and ask yourself, are you worth it? Being here is the first step to the change, and so I so appreciate you for your focus. You already have what it takes to be in this program. Yet you might be thinking, I really need a job. Like yesterday, I needed a job. That is why I shaped this course to give you everything you need in 3 precise and accurate weeks. You might be thinking, I don't even have time to complete this program with my family work life, which could be further from the truth. You have a lifetime access to the 3 week MP job hack, the complete program, and all you need is 20 to 30 minutes every single day to make the change of your life. You also have other like minded MPs and nurses in the Career Chronicle community to engage and support you the entire way. Remember, this is what you will receive instantly: the TIAA Emotional Intelligence Formulation Bundle, which is the clear integrative system to unlock your alignment and empowered decisions for lasting harmony. The Regen Master Series, which is the elevating course filled with techniques to empower your mind indefinitely. The Shine Bright Bundle, which is the ultimate collection of tools and practices to unlock your true potential. As bonuses, you'll receive the Career Chronicles, which is the vibrant community of fellow dream makers to support, guide, and celebrate everyone. You will also receive the Dreamy Job Ready, a complete guide to stepping into your dream with ease. Lastly, as a bonus, you'll receive the Radiant Self, which is a ruthless set of tools to carve out the space for you to shine. For free, included with the 3 week MP Job Hack program, you'll receive the Luxe Wardrobe Detox to support your creation and elevation of your look with a deliciously proven system. And also for free, the Elite Movement Protocol, a deep transformation for forever results. The 3 week MP Job Hack is valued at $10,000 with the 3 courses, 1 community, 2 bonus master series, and 2 bonuses. If all this program did was take you from despair to repair in 3 simple short steps on the ultimate fast track of 3 weeks, from no future, devoid of light, pleasure, to dream living vision clear, from hurt and pain full of dismissal and the nasty cyclical nature of desperate settling, to complete harmony with yourself and your life, would you be able, or would you be willing to pay this amount? If all this program did was give you the roadmap for a life full of endless bliss, where you have the guidebook, the tools, the fellow dream makers to support you living out your purpose and your passion of healing others and nurturing others and truly doing all those things for yourself. If all this program did was offer a portal into living your dream, would it be worth it, at least at $5,000? For me, and for very many dream makers out there, it's a heartfelt yes. Just as you do now, I had 2 choices to make with this program, your program. I can make it cheap or I can make it valuable. And of course, as a dream maker, I chose value. The total value of the 3 week MP Job Hack program with 3 courses, 2 master series, 1 community, and 2 bonuses for lifetime access to you is valued at $10,000. For the guidance offered in this course, the material, the space, the curation, many of my favorite experts and coaches are offering this starting at $12,000 to $15,000. To you, the fair value is $5,000, which is half of the total value. But today, as you're watching this and you're present here with me, I'm not going to offer you the total value of $10,000. I'm not going to offer you the fair value of $5,000, half of the total value. The current value and the price of the 3 week MP Job Hack is $3,300 for lifetime access of 3 courses, 2 master series, 1 community, 2 bonuses. This is not even including any other bonuses not shown here today. And trust me, there will be extra bonuses not shown here today. But wait, I'm also excited to offer this to you right now, like right now. For my fellow dream makers, the ones who decide quickly and follow their heart and soul, the ones that nursing simply is a vehicle for their deep passion to heal and support people on their own paths of self actualization. I'm offering you a limited time, very special and unique offer starting right now, today, to really stamp yourself into the fabric of your life as the ultimate dream maker for 3 days only. I'm offering the 3 week MP Job Hack program for a one time installment offer of $977 for the next 3 magical days. To truly catch and lock in not only this offer, but also your dream spot, scroll to the bottom of this page and complete your purchase. You have a decision to make, two options to choose from. One, don't purchase a 3 week MP Job Hack program and struggle with the swinging pendulum of despair and settling for your job. Everyone around you saying, oh, yeah, that's just how it is. Though in your mind and in your gut, you know this is not normal. Or two, choose to invest in your dream for a lifetime. Choose the guidance you know you deserve and feel supported to step into your life's passion and endless value, to sign the dream job fast. The beauty of choice is that this is yours. Your desperation will always be there, sadly. But with this course, in this course, with this offer, this opportunity will not always be here, not forever. If you have a specific question or a specific list of questions, make sure to check the FAQ page below and or email me any questions you have furthermore. Remember, this is exactly what you will receive instantly when you join the 3 week MP Job Hack program for lifetime access. The TIAA Emotional Intelligence Formulation Bundle, the Regen Master Series, the Shine Blueprint Bundle, and as bonuses, you'll receive the Career Chronicle Community, the Dreamy Job Ready, and the Radiant Self. And for free, included with the 3 week MP Job Hack, you'll receive the Luxe Wardrobe Detox and the Elite Movement Protocol. A total value of this program is $10,000, but for you, a dream maker, for the next 3 magical days, it will be offered to you for $977. The real question you must ask yourself is, am I worth the gamble of not moving forward, of accepting the scraps that others push off the table for me? Am I worth the endless mental brain dumping of answering questions from employers or future colleagues that speak directly to devaluing me? Am I okay with that? Am I okay with wasting away my true dreams and aspirations for a job that actually doesn't do anything for me, but pay a couple bills? What is your lifetime worth to you? Because the fact of the matter is, I didn't become worth it till over halfway through my own job search. I didn't actually believe that I was worth the all-in attitude, mindset shift, and response. That my dream had been actually waiting for me for 10 months, not the other way around. I had to go through deep feelings of unworthiness, confusion, constant self doubt, endless worry, and very, very deep and profound desperation that I had never experienced before. And I had to realize that this is not normal, and this is not my normal. When the dream job came, I was able to sign it with confidence and peace of mind because I applied the hack on all fronts of myself to harness endless and complete harmony. Most of my colleagues didn't do this. They're doing it now. This is the spirit and the attitude and the confidence I have in the 3 week MP Job Hack program. For you to sign the dream job, make the dream decisions, and live the dream life one hack at a time. The Dream Maker offer is yours truly for 977. For the people who really want to be the ones in charge of their destiny, no more scraps, no more despair, no more devaluing. I'm going to tell you what's probably most likely accurately holding you back. You're probably saying, I don't have time to do this right now. I want to remind you that you only need 20 to 30 minutes every day to get clear on your destination and sign your name on the dotted line. Reframe concern to, are you worth the time? You're probably also saying, I'm not sure this is even worth it. It's just a job. The reality is that you made it this far, and you know that this is not just a job. This is your life. This is your foundation. This is what you worked very, very, very hard for night and day, 4 years. To not invest in your dream, in your self-actualization, is accepting what is given to you, which so far isn't very much. Reframe the question to, am I worth it? You're also probably asking yourself, how do I even know it will work for me? I want you to understand that the facts are that there are a lot of nursing and NP jobs. Most of them will be filled by qualified RNs and NPs. The fact is that most of the RNs and NPs will not like their job and will not last emotionally and mentally at their job and will suffer and become a shell of themselves because of their job. Change is challenging, especially when you change for yourself and only yourself. People around will laugh and question your sanity. Believe me, that happened for 10 months. Yet, when the dust settles, will you be like all the other RNs and NPs who hate their jobs, or are you a dream maker living out your dream? Reframe your question to, am I ready to live my dream? A job is good. A job is good. But a real life dream is even better. It is actually great because I'm living it. So many other dream makers are too. Remember, you don't need to spend months or even weeks learning the ins and outs of the job market to sign your dream job. You can get started now with the 3-week MP Job Hack program for the Dream Maker offer of 977. Please remember that if you have any questions, please check the FAQ page at the bottom. And if you have further questions, please email me. Make sure to take full advantage of the Dream Maker offer for the 3-week MP Job Hack program for 977 for the next 3 magical days for lifetime access of 3 courses, 2 master series, 1 community, 2 bonuses. To secure your spot, scroll down and click the button below. I want you to really think about it. You could be signing your dream job right now. That's crazy sometimes to think about. If you have ever dreamed of living out your passion, now is the ultimate time. I'm inviting you to join the 3-week MP Job Hack program today to receive the tools and strategies and support and community needed to start signing your dreams into existence. Take the step now and join with the button below. Thank you so much for your presence, and I can't wait to see you inside.